4th live stream, and I'd just like to say thank you to everybody. Oh, actually, there's nobody watching yet, so it's a bit of a shame. The reason I'm doing this live stream is because I said that once I got over 160,000 views, and I was up to 160 subscribers, well, I'm not quite up to that. As of now, I'm up to 157. So this was also a thank you. Also, this is over 600 videos now. I am on, I've just uploaded the 601 video as of today, 601st video. So, welcome to Tasha Impressions. It's not just impressions though, it's lots and lots of things on this channel. It's diversified over time, you see. So we do lots of things on this channel. I wonder what you prefer if you watch this channel. You might just like the fact that I sometimes do food videos, or sometimes do impressions or different accents. And this is the kind of voice that gets quite a lot of views, actually. Oh, hi there, Kranikin. Thank you for watching. Now, yesterday, I actually tried a vegetarian haggis for the very first time. For those of you who don't already know, I don't eat meat for various personal reasons. It was actually quite spicy and very filling. And it contained oats, red lentils, kidney beans, onion, mushrooms, spices, and obviously a little bit of oil in there just to mix it up. It wasn't too bad, actually. Oh. For those who don't know, this channel is a real mix of content. There are shopping bargains, impressions, mainly silly ones, also nice nature videos, historical places, buildings, and since I moved to Scotland, there have been lots and lots of Scottish locations and videos. There is poetry, food videos, different accents, creative writing, silly funny videos, and comedy impressions too. I thought I might start off by doing now, what does that remind you of? Did you hear that? I haven't got one of those little things where you go do, do, do. Oh. Hello, campers. Heidi, hi. Howdy ho. So I think I'd like to be having something delicious for my breakfast. You see, because I don't actually eat any meat, so I eat some other things, you see. Although I do sometimes eat fish, so I am not technically a vegetarian, you see. Now there's a silly poem that I wrote, and it goes like this. You put up your gazebo, you put up your gazebo, you put up your gazebo for your party today. And then something went wrong with it, and then something went wrong with it. and then something went wrong with it when it was your party today. It did rather collapse, it did rather collapse. It did rather collapse when it was your party today. Actually, I've changed that slightly because I wrote that a couple of years ago, but ask me why I was inspired by it, writing about a gazebo, but I just was inspired. Let's just say that. Now, I've got another silly one that I wrote. I might even have the whole thing somewhere. My name is Fabrication. I dressed up for the nation. I wore my favorite wig, and I did a little jig. I really enjoyed my time in Big Brother's State of Mind. So that's just a little teaser for you of one of the poems which I have actually done before. I can't remember if I've done the full version of that on this channel. I've definitely done. I'm not posh as such. I just do a posh accent upgrade, seeing as you asked. I do quite a few posh voices on this channel. You can look under the playlist different accents, because that will show you lots and lots and lots of posh voices. I can do the major from Keeping Up Appearances. And if there's people watching who might be my subscribers, I'd like to say thank you. I'd like to say thank you to the people who comment regularly on my channel. Hello, Dragon Puppets. Yep, I'd like to say thank you to the people that regularly comment and have subscribed quite recently to my channel. Assuming you're one of my new subscribers, Dragon Puppets, or maybe you're a secret subscriber rather than a public one. But anyway, welcome. So, reason I did this live stream, I'll just say it again because when I started explaining, there was nobody watching. We've gone over 600 videos, so I normally do a silly video. Hello, Natalie. We've gone over 161,000 views. We've got to 157 subscribers, so if you haven't already subscribed, then please subscribe. We can get up to 160. That would be great. It's free to subscribe, and if people don't get to watch this now, they can watch it again at another time. So let's give a little shout out to the newest subscribers: Derek Evans, Peter Hegan-Smith, Anador Herdes, Tom Lareska, Lorraine Staton. I think those are the most recent ones. Oh, Chicken King and Brain Benders Banters as well. I also want to give a shout out to my fellow poet, Umar Hack, because he has been subscribed to my channel for some time now. And I subscribe to his channel, obviously. And he does some good poetry, and he does some interesting performances with his poetry. Tidbit Blitz -YT, she's been very active on my channel with lots and lots of comments. Every Day's a Bonus has been one of my top commenters. There's Great British History with Mickey Bavington. I want to mention his channel as well. So if you're interested in history, and I think he sometimes does quizzes as well. So that's another one Henry Smith Comedy might be interested in, because he does quizzes on his channel. He's another one of my top commenters and subscribers. Ron2256, Joy of Things, is an interesting channel as well. Corey's comedy channel, he's also a great supporter of this channel as well. Main Dude, we've got Outlook, well, that's with 3 O's, dash I1, and then I think it's an O on the end. So check out her channel for videos of Cornwall. We've got Sam Galloway, who seems to do videos about the sea and so on. Rachel P. Smith, who is a more recent subscriber. Thank you, Rachel. There's also Something You Need 25. I think that's about it for the moment. So what kind of videos would you like to see on this channel? We do a variety, and we always do silly videos. We do impressions, we do comedy impressions. Nice to see you nice. That's an old one. That's an old one, a very old one, so you might not know who that was. But I did do one of Gemma Collins on the last live stream. Oh gosh, that was a funny one, that was. I'll tell you, that was funny. Do you like this voice? This was a funny one, that was. There's all different voices that I did last time. I did. I did a pirate voice last time. I did a pirate voice. If you like pirate impressions, then there's a pirate playlist on this channel. If you just prefer the nature videos and the videos of Scotland and so on and historic buildings, then that's fine, because that is all on my channel as well. Plenty of impressions, plenty of silly videos. So it's a real mixed bag on this channel. So I wonder what the Major would think, you see. He'd say, come on, Hyacinth, bottoms up, like this, and go like that, wouldn't he? Do you think he would? I think he would. So I'm just going to have a little drink here. Don't worry, my dear, there's no gin in there, it's only water, you know. Oh, yes, we can definitely do. We're going to have more videos of Scotland. In fact, we are going to have some more historic buildings. We are going to have some nice nature videos. And I actually got inside a bird hide this afternoon. Can you believe it? I got inside a bird hide. I went inside a hide, and there I did spy a big, huge lake, and beyond that lake, in the distance, when they zoomed in, you never know what you might see. It was such a huge lake, I really couldn't believe it. So, can you guess what I saw on that lake? Because it was nice and quiet, you see. There was nature around. Oh, yes, there were some ducks. In fact, there were some rather noisy geese. Now, they weren't the Canada geese. They were just, I don't know what breed they were. Well, anyway, we've got some footage of that, but it's not live yet, obviously. It's not available to watch, but so that'll be coming at some point. I did actually manage to see a heron while I was in the bird hide. I could just peek between the bits of wood, because you're mostly covered up, a bit like when Johnny Kingdom used to watch nature, and he'd be covered up, and he'd be all in camouflage, and he'd have a sort of hood, and it was all sort of a brown and green, or mostly black brown colours to cover himself up. So, what did you have for your afternoon tea? Did you have anything nice for your afternoon tea? Did you? You know that last week I actually went to a garden centre and I didn't buy a single thing, not a single penny did I spend. But I was able to go and find the toilets. Now, did you ever see the video that I did? That I saw, there was a genuine sign in the shopping centre. Now, if I do it with a silly voice, you might find it funnier. Oh. Oh dear, I'll tell you what it was. Oh, I haven't even told you how, Lisa. Oh dear. Oh, I'll tell you what it was that I saw. It was so funny. Do you know what it was? It was actually a public toilet in Birmingham. Yeah, it was. Can you believe it? So it wasn't in Scotland. It was in Birmingham somewhere. That's all I'm going to say. So in the shopping centre, I could do it in this voice. Yes, in this voice. In the shopping centre, I went into a public toilet, and you know, some public toilets are not very nice, are they? So, and if you're not already subscribed to this channel, please click that subscribe button. That would be absolutely amazing. In fact, it would be extremely spiffing. So I tell you about the public toilet. The public toilet, there was a sign. As I passed by, it was actually on the outside of the disabled toilets. And I think it said the toilets were not available at the moment, maybe due to maintenance issues. Oh, so, and they spelled toilets the wrong way. They spelt it Tiolet, so that's Tiolets. Yes, it should be spelled Toilets. So that was I made a video out of it, and I got loads of views actually. I don't know if it's because it was about toilets. Oh yes, I can just see, sorry, Tali, mango, pineapple and coconut smoothie for afternoon tea. Ah, a posh cake. Well, maybe if you look on my channel. Now on this channel, there is quite a few food videos. If you like smoothies, you might like to look at my second channel, which is called Tasha's Health Challenge, because I have my own health challenge at the moment. So that is my second channel, and on there I have posted a few videos. If they're not available to watch, they will be, of smoothies, different smoothies that I've made recently. Yes, there might be one or two on this channel, but there are videos on my other channels. So please have a look at Tasha's Health Challenge. And I mean, if you're not sure how to find the channel, just have a look in the comments on some of my recent videos, because what I've been able to do is go into Tasha's Health Challenge, switch my channel, go in there, and I'll just sometimes put a heart in the comments just to help the comments sort of, you know, work a bit quicker and get people noticing the videos. Thanks, Tali. That'd be useful if you could follow my channel. Thank you. Yes, Kranikan, yes, smoothies are great. It depends what you put in a smoothie. Now, if you'd seen the water in the fountain in this garden of this stately home that I went to this afternoon, then you might have said, oh, it looks absolutely awful. It looks green and, and gungy and horrible. Actually, some of the smoothies I've made in the past, I have used green powder. If it's just a small amount of mix of green powder with things like spirulina in, it's actually very beneficial. Small amount. And it doesn't taste too bad if you've got things like banana in there, or maybe some other fruit as well. But yes, smoothies are great. So definitely. Now I wonder what the Major would think about that. Oh, Richard, did somebody say they were making a smoothie? Well, they could have done. So this video has now been going for 20 minutes. Let's see if we can find some more creative pieces to read. Now, some of you might have watched my video. I did a very silly video because there was a man in a certain restaurant. I won't say where it was, but there was a man. And he made me laugh. It made me laugh because of the way he was walking up and down. It was just, oh my gosh. So I'll read it because now it's called The Waiter Man. So the waiter man marched up and down the floor. He was a sight to see. His t-shirt was a size too small. His almost smug manner was barely a smile to behold. Oh dear. Sorry to hear that, Real Roy. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. If you would like to see silly videos, impressions, comedy impressions, poetry, silly poems, some of them not so silly, but all about different things. You might like to see nature videos as well, maybe some historical buildings as well. Lots of different things on this channel, so please consider subscribing. So I will carry on. The waiter man, his casual walk going there and back to fetch some vinegar and some food. Is he aware of his betrayal? Will the customers lose their appetite? Within that commercial base, 'twas a frightful thing. Might he get away and sort out things before a potential customer decides to go elsewhere? Oh, you mentioned apple cider vinegar. Well, in small doses, apple cider vinegar I have had before. It's supposed to be good for colds, actually. You can have like a teaspoon of it with some honey, or if you are vegan and you can't have honey, then you could always have a little bit of maple syrup and some lemon juice and some hot water, and that is supposed to be very good for colds. But I am not qualified to advise on such things, so always consult your doctor or your qualified professional first. Now then, let me see, what have we got? I think I've already done that one. That one's been already on my channel. Let's see. I like to sing, sometimes I'll sing my poetry, and sometimes I will. Yes, I will. There was a piece of spinach that got stuck in my teeth. I think I read that one last time, actually. That was another silly poem. Thank you very much, Chronican. Right, there is more. Well, this is a silly one. This is from a writing prompt. I'm not sure when I wrote this one. There was a lady called Judy who didn't act very unruly. She stepped under a ladder and felt much gladder as she reached the other side well clear. This seems to be quite a collection of items in this pile of papers that I've got here. Oh, yes, we know about that one. There is loads and loads of poems that I have got right here. Loads and loads of poetry that I've written. Loads and loads of poetry. I'm looking for something that I didn't read in the last one. Well, this, I don't remember reading this one. This one is called Bizarre. So, let's see what this one says. Right, maybe I could write it in a voice like this. So, hello, if you've not seen this channel before, we do impressions, poetry, comedy impressions, nature videos. I also do supermarket bargain videos as well. If you like a bargain, you might want to see those. So, this poem I wrote last year. Bizarre is a word that conjures up the extreme. Does anyone know what I mean? Is there a pattern or just randomized talk? An unusual fork in the road of life, a colourful reminder of what can be seen. Every time I look around me, I get surprised just by people watching or even window watching. That sounds a bit strange. No match for that wildly decaying house that even has indoor greenery. Remember the one on Homes Under the Hammer? Does anyone stutter or mutter surprise as the ivy attacked the inside of that abandoned door? And then we saw 3 years later that there had been such a transformation. Do you like that word, transformation? I love the word transformation because it sounds a bit like that other word that I mentioned earlier. Fabrication, you see. Do you feel some elation at seeing the change and how the house was rearranged beyond bizarre to another world? Well, that actually was true because on Homes Under the Hammer, there was a house that had ivy growing inside, and it was in a right state. The garden was in a right state. Hello there, do you like this kind of voice? Because I can do this kind of voice. Excuse me. Oh, you know who this is, don't you? You know who this is? No, yes. I think you might know who that was. And if you don't, then maybe you can leave me a comment and see. So I wonder if this real Roy is still watching or not. I don't know. There's only about 4 people watching this at the moment. Ooh. So I just read a poem about being bizarre. There's lots of things that inspire poetry, lots of things. Some very silly things, and some not so silly. What is this? This is another poem. Oh yeah, this is the one I read in April when I did a live about food tasting. So that was on another live stream, because this is live stream number 4 It's live stream number 4. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Sorry, Corey, I'm not trying to copy what you do when you ring your bell on your live stream, but I thought I'll just tap the glass and then I'll say, the Mackay residence, the lady of the house speaking. Oh, Richard, go and find some of my Royal Doulton china with the hand-painted periwinkles. I look like Harry Potter. How on earth do I look like Harry Potter? I've got no glasses on, have I? Why do I look like Harry Potter? Because I've got this jacket zipped right up. Because I'm in Scotland, you see. Oh, the accent. Oh, well. I do lots of different accents. Right, well, Elite Bloodline, if you are interested in this channel, please have a look at my playlists. There is loads of content on this channel. There's over 600 videos. The reason I'm doing this live stream is to celebrate the fact, no, I don't do Chinese accents. I don't wish to offend people, okay? But I do quite a few. I'll let me see if I do a few different ones. Thanks for the possibility that you're going to subscribe. So I do a bit of a London accent, yeah. Going all down the East End, would you like some jellied eels? And that then took me into I come from Essex. I like Essex. So it's bit Stacey Solomon. Bit Stacey Solomon, almost a bit Gemma Collins as well. Do you like that? Like that? Was that funny? Yeah? Yeah, a bit Essex, yeah. Right, me old mucker. Right, me old mucker. There's a storm going down the Thames and all that. Yeah. So, did you ever see that programme, Dodger? Yeah. What's happening now? I'm just wondering what's going on down there in them Thames, in that water. All kinds of things they dredged up at that programme, didn't they? Did you like that? Yeah. Oh, Henry. Where's your homework, lad? Another one for you. Who else can I do? Well, this is the Major from Keeping Up Appearances. Oh, yes. And of course, he likes a little drinky, although this sounds more like a posh lady. Anyway, cheers. Oh, Norfolk. You mean a bit... hello there. Well, the country accent. Well, it sounds a bit more... Does it sound a bit more like this? Yeah. I'm sorry, apologies to anybody that lives in Norfolk or Suffolk or down in the West Country, but yeah, I just adjusted my zip on my jacket because I think it sounds. Oh, you live in Suffolk. Okay, I'm very sorry if this sounds weird, strange, but you know I try and mimic as many accents as I can, you see? As many as I can. So if it's a pirate voice, it's more of a gruff voice like this. And if it's from Birmingham, then it might be a bit like this. And if it's Black Country, then it's talking about going down the road. So how about you wash your donnies? Your donnies? And your papers? Your fizzogs could do with a rinse. Thanks, Elite Bloodline. Thank you. There's lots to check out on this channel, so thank you. Plenty to do, plenty to watch. Now, the poem that I read last time about, I read this, no, actually not the last live stream, the stream before. I read about food tasting because somebody, one of my subscribers, I think it was Henry Smith Comedy, asked me to do something along the theme of food tasting. So rather than actually doing live food tasting, I actually wrote this poem. And I read it in about 4 or 5 different voices. That was not the last live stream, the live stream before. So I don't think I'll read that again because it's going to get too repetitive. Excuse me. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, we're 35 minutes in. And of course, just for you, Elite Bloodline, this is American Accent. So, Marge.
Patty Selma? Is that you?
Oh, me like donuts. Me like donuts and cakes. Lots of people like to watch this accent, this impression. So I've done that voice lots of times on quite a few videos now, and it always seems to get quite a lot of views. This is a silly poem I wrote. So somebody actually spent a ridiculous amount of money on lampshades. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like there were chandeliers. Did you hear about the woman that married a chandelier? Oh dear, it was not such a practicality, was it? Anyway, this one. You've spent X amount of money on lampshades when your friend hasn't even got 60 pence to their name. You've spent X amount on lampshades. How can you be so vain? Your friend doesn't want to talk about it and is feeling too ashamed. What happened to this world? A life unfilled before your eyes. It's no surprise. The struggle is real. Tell me, how do you feel now? Well, nobody's watching this actually, so I think I might read this again in an American accent and see. And I'll change it to cents and dollars, shall I? If you're watching this later, Sin, you might like to hear this one. And I'll, do you call them lampshades in America, or do you call them something else? I don't know. Or do you just call them light fittings? You've spent X amount on lampshades. You've spent too many dollars on lampshades when your friend doesn't have 60 cents to their name. Yeah, X amount of dollars on lampshades. How can you be so vain? Your friend doesn't want to talk about it and is feeling too ashamed. What happened to this world? A life unfilled before your very eyes. It's no surprise the struggle is real. Tell me, how do you feel now? So still nobody is watching. Oh, somebody is watching. Hello, whoever is watching. So I've just read one of my poems with an American accent. One that I wrote a while ago about somebody spending too much money on lampshades. So I did it in a usual voice, and then I did it in an American accent as well. So I did a few silly poems. I found Michael Fabricant's poem. Actually, I think I read that one out last time. Oh, we only had an excerpt from it this time. I'm going to have another swig. So, sorry if I'm doing this again, Corey, but this is just too. It's just too tempting not to do it. I'm just going to do it again, okay? Da, da, da. I think I might sing this poem like this. So in the night, in the still night air, I am aware, and it only goes so far beyond the glare. It doesn't abscond to a far off land. Is that where you'll go? I'd like to know, or maybe show just what goes on. Another song is lifted up beyond the ceiling. Is that unfeeling or unwise? At such a late hour, you'll have your power beyond the tower of thankfulness. I must confess, I know which way you'll go. When left outside, you'll avoid the tide of life for now. Absurd, somehow it seems to show just what you know. I've heard below a restlessness that still fights on. It won't be gone within my soul. Oh yes, I think I read this one last time, so I won't go on. I won't go on. So, I think we should say happy 600 and something video, because yes, I don't think I shall read that one. Oh, well, that's a bit of an unusual one. I might just read this with a rather sort of scary voice, because this is quite an unusual poem. And I think I shall only read certain excerpts of the lines in this poem, because I think some of it is a bit and not everybody will understand, of course, because as I wrote this inspired by somebody, but I'm not going to say who it was, because they don't need to know. They don't need to know who I wrote this about. I'm not going to sing it. Now, shall I do it? What voice shall I do this in? Do you want to comment down below and tell me who you think I should do this voice in? I mean, this poem in. I think I'm going to have another swig of water. It is only water, dear. It's not gin. It's not gin. It's not gin. I am not going to do a grin. Let's see. This one is called Shadows of the Past. You can say past if you're going to talk in a posh voice. And if you're going to talk in a brummy voice, you can say Shadows of the Past. I'll just read it in normal voice. Actually, no, I said I was going to read it in a sort of sinister voice, didn't I? Leave behind the shadows of the past, beyond the murky shores. Oh, yes, he snores. That huge heffalump of a man. Does he have a plan? Is he really a metamorphosis of somebody else, sent to annoy me? On the surface, he might seem pleasant, but just underneath there lurks a possibly tyrannical monster, lurking, waiting, hesitating, biding their time before they finalize their plans. And of course, this is all fictitious, by the way. It's just a totally fictitious poem and creative writing piece. I think it's probably more of a creative writing piece than a poem, actually. But it sounds quite sinister, doesn't it? Very sinister. Leave behind the shadows of the past, beyond the murky shores. Do you like this voice? Oh, yes. I think what would the major think of this? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think? Mm. Let's see. Because I think I might have to wrap this live stream up soon anyway. We've gone over 45 minutes now. Oh, yes. This is a classic. This is a classic. Oh, that's one I haven't read on my channel. I don't think we've done that one. We've done the one about the soap, though. The soap fell into the toilet. Oh, we're going on about the toilet again. The soap fell into the toilet. It slipped right out of me hands. The soap fell into the toilet. I guess it had other plans. It didn't like the wash basin or its bathroom environs. It wanted a change to explore new places, a rather strange way to see faces in other places. It was a strange oddity to happen to me. It inspired me to write after quite a long time. That's got to be good. I'm not misunderstood. You like my singing? I've only got one person watching at the moment. Oh dear. Well, if you like this, then, and you're not subscribed to this channel already, then please do subscribe because it is free. And if you subscribe, you'll get the notifications about all the other things that are on this channel. Oh, sorry. My skin felt a bit sensitive then. Hopefully the midges didn't get me this afternoon because I was walking around a lake in a country, near a country house, because it's open to the public, you see, so I was able to walk around. I didn't have to pay to go into the country house and look around it. I just went around the grounds and in the woods and walked around, and it was very pleasant. There was just one or two midges who were a bit naughty, you know. But I don't think they really got me. Anyway, I've got some allergy tablets. So there is another poem here, which I have not done this one. Actually, I have not done a video of this one. It is called Inside the Old Oak Door, and it was written nearly 2 years ago. So I could just do this one before I wrap this live stream up. I'll give you a little taster of it. So, beyond the door in the old oak trunk is a mystery where it leads. Oh, hi, Debbie. Hi. Could be a world of elves and fairies inside the hollow. I'd really like to follow and shrink right down so I could squeeze through the door and explore inside that unknown space. Imagine creeping down a dark tunnel until I find little houses in miniature. How peculiar that would be to explore and find those little friends scurrying and hurrying along. I'd feel like Alice in Wonderland. I am literally I was going to actually wrap this up, Debbie, but if you're still watching, I could just, excuse me, excuse me. I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for subscribing. If you've already subscribed, or if you're not subscribed, then please consider subscribing. And And if you subscribe, then you will get notifications about all the new videos that are coming up very soon. If you like surprises, then you might like this one. Do I sound a bit like Victoria Wood? Because there was an impression that I did on this channel. I think it was a couple of years ago. You see, Kimberly. Have you seen my friend Kimberly anywhere? Have you seen her? Oh, I don't know where she's gone. See, I did that one a while ago. Now let's ding this glass again. Sorry, Corey, but Corey's comedy channel has just reminded me that he always dings this bell when he does his live stream. I'm just going to ding this glass again, and then I might just do Gladys again. So, are you ready? Are you steady? Do, do, do. Hello, campers. Heidi, hi. Howdy ho! Are you ready for the entertainments to start? Can you believe it? There's an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Well, there was that was from a TV show called Heidi High. If you look it up on YouTube, then you might just see that was an impression of Gladys, who was one of the yellow coats. And it was kind of inspired by the Butlins holiday camps that they have in the UK, or there's not many Butlins holiday camps left, to be honest. This is just water, by the way. It's not gin. I said that. Yes, Corey probably will like the bit where I laughed, because I've laughed quite a bit on this live stream. So cheers, thank you to all my subscribers, my viewers, to everybody. Look at this glass, look at this, it's green, and I'm wearing green today. And there is a poem that I wrote called The Expanse of Green. I don't know, somewhere amongst all my, so I try and keep all my writing. I write a lot of my poems on bits of paper. Sometimes I write them in WhatsApp to myself, just if I haven't got a piece of paper to hand and I get a writing idea, but I do like to still write in notebooks because I like to do that. Oh yes, I think we wrote, did I read about the avaricious avocado on the last live stream? Because that relates to green, doesn't it? As that is actually a poem that I have not actually done as a video on my channel yet, so I might just try and do that because it was an interesting one. It was talking about quite a few different vegetables. And it even mentions about peanut butter and jelly, raspberry jelly. How about that then? Although in the UK we call it raspberry jam. So what kind of jam do you like, or should I say jelly? What do you like? Do you like strawberry, raspberry, blackcurrant, apricot? Now, I'm not just a strawberry or raspberry fan. I do like other things like apricot. In fact, somewhere on my channel, in one of my food videos, I even made some homemade jam. There is a video somewhere amongst my playlists, so you might like to check that one out. There are some cakes in there as well. There might be some cakes, and there might be there's some cookies in there. Don't tell Homer, otherwise he'll be wanting them. He'll be thinking he can break through the screen, and he'll find those cookies, because he just loves cookies. I was hoping that maybe Sin would come and watch this. Well, he did try and watch a bit of my live stream the last time, but it was on a Friday evening UK time. So you've missed my singing, Debbie. You've missed a few poems. You missed a few silly voices. And I did give you a shout out as well. I gave you a shout out, and I shouted out to lots of other people because you could not believe. I even mentioned about trying some haggis yesterday. And the haggis that I had did not contain any meat. It had oats and red lentils and kidney beans, onion, mushroom, spices, and I think a bit of oil to bind it all up. And because of the oats, I think it was actually very, very filling. You're welcome, Debbie. You're welcome regarding the shout out. So, here's to getting to 160 subscribers, to getting to 170,000 views, because we are getting lots and lots more views on this channel. And thank you to all my subscribers, to all the people that watch this channel. I think I'm going to wrap this up because we're getting on for an hour now since I've been on. Would you like to make another request, Debbie, before I go off this live? Anything particular you'd like me to, any particular voice you'd like? I think I know what your favourite one is, because you said before. I just couldn't resist tapping my glass again. One of your favourite ones was Hyacinth Bouquet, wasn't it? Yeah, I could do Hyacinth again if you like. I did do her earlier because I did that one on the last live stream, and I think I may well have done it on the sorry, I've done it on at least a couple of other live streams before. So the Bouquet residence, the lady of the house speaking. Perhaps I should put my I'm just going to put my headphones on. Do you like my new wireless headphones? You see, you can actually take telephone calls with these headphones. So I'll just pretend that Hyacinth has projected forward in time from the 1990s to the 2020s, and the Bouquet residence, the lady of the house speaking. And sometimes Hyacinth used to sing. She used to sing and answer when she was asked a question. And she was very, very snobby about certain things. She liked to have her Royal Doulton with hand-painted periwinkles. But if Elizabeth came for morning coffee, she wouldn't give her a china teacup. She'd give her a beaker with her coffee in, because Elizabeth was too scared. She was too frightened that she might break the china, and then Hyacinth would be very cross. Richard, what is that you've got over there? Now, you said, Richard, that you were going to tidy the garden, that you were going to make it look like you could afford a gardener if you wanted to. Ooh, somebody else is watching now. Oh yes, Elizabeth's brother used to play the piano, and yes, he sort of he went like that at the sound of the singing. I think somebody just popped in to watch and then went away again, which is what's happened with quite a few of the people watching. We're nearly up to an hour. Can you believe it, or can you not? And be a good boy. Oh, Emmett, what are you doing? Emmett, you have to play that piano nicely, you know. Play it nicely so that I can sing. because I'd just like to sing, because my name is Hyacinth, and always remember that my surname is pronounced Bouquet, not the way that it is spelt. Because if it is spelt the way that you have said before, like the postman read it out, he spelt my name out looking at the envelope, and it was not right at all, was it? Stage the boyfriend. Which episode was that? Was that when Hyacinth was in the church hall and they was trying to sing? Or she was trying to sing and Emmett was trying to play the piano? I'm not sure. Do I remember that episode or not? I think I've seen all of the series that they did. I mean, it's ages ago, but is this the one I read last time? Yes, I think I've done this one before. Do you remember this poem about a major, Debbie? Oh yes, it must have been the one. It must have been the one. So the major, this particular major had a penchant for flavour. Do you remember this one, Debbie, or not? It's not specifically inspired by the major from Keeping Up Appearances, but there is. If you look in my, I think it's in my comedy impressions playlist, it says, because there was one where Hyacinth went to a waterside supper, and the major, I think it was the major, he said, would you like to step aboard the boat and have a little drinky or two? You see, my boat is moored on the canal or on the river just downstream from here, and I'd really like you to join me. This particular major in this poem, I can read this. I think I read this on the last live stream. Thank you, Debbie. So it goes a bit like this. Old Grass Major had a penchant for flavour. He really liked some zing in his special jelly tin. It was such an unusual flavour that he really couldn't savour, so he gave it to the pigs who lived down the lane near Diggs. They wore such funny wigs he almost fell apart from laughing. It was such a sight to see, it really filled him with glee. The wigs would look so grand when placed upon a stand above the studio. He did plan to put on a show. That was the last one. It's not the last poem I wrote, but it's one that I wrote. And so I've been on this live for about an hour and 3 minutes now. So I've read a few items of poetry. I've done a few impressions. And yes, unfortunately, toilets got mentioned. Did you hear? There's a silly video that I did, and the silly funny videos, where in the toilets, there was a sign on the outside of this disabled toilet, or maybe, well, there was more than one disabled toilet. But anyway, the toilets were closed for maintenance. But the problem was that somebody spelled the word toilets the wrong way. So I did a silly video. And I said that they spelt the word toilets the wrong way in the shopping centre. They spelt it violets. If you change the T to a V, it would be violets. Did you see that video, Debbie? I don't know. But it is in the silly funny videos, and it got quite a lot of views. For some reason, people seem to find toilets very, very funny. They seem to find it very funny. Let me see if I've got anything else I can read. Well, I've done quite a lot. Oh, yes. Do you remember the one that I did about the slimiest piece of cheese? I did actually put the whole of this up more recently on my channel. And I also did one about a slimy casserole as well. A slimy casserole that stank too much of mold. I think I'm going to have to go off this live soon because, oh, yeah, you saw the slimy cheese. There's actually quite a lot on my channel that some people might not have watched yet if they're more recent subscribers. Because it goes like this: the slimiest piece of cheese that stunk of green peas that had gone off long ago, repeated on me nose all the way to Montrose. I think it's about time I said ta-ta. Or I think I should say, depending on which side of the Midlands you come from, ta-ta a bit or ta-ra a bit. So, but it seems that I've got 2 people watching. Now, if you're somebody that's subscribed to my channel or not, please could you comment and let me know who's watching, because I'd like to know. And if you've only just discovered my channel, then please consider subscribing. And why have I got these headphones on? Because I've not actually got them set up. I just put them on. So I will take them off again so that you can see that I am not wearing them any longer. So, if you can hear that whirring noise, I think it is just the dehumidifier. Just outside the door. It's just outside the door. It's just outside the door, and it is making quite a loud noise. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. I try to laugh on this live stream as much as possible because actually it sort of lightens the mood a bit more. So rather than just talking, I've been singing as well. And even now, I do not wish to show any enthusiasm for such food. I'm really not in the mood. And that was the end of that poem that I just started reading. So I didn't read the whole thing. I just gave you a few lines and then a few more. So if you're watching this video either live or later, you might like to comment and tell me where you're from. There could be some singing on this channel, and there could be some poetry or some silly videos. And just in case Corey is watching this live or later, we can ding the glass one more time before I say ta-ta. So I could say ta-ta ta-ra-ra-bit, and I'll see you very soon. Actually, you could actually tap out a tune on this glass if you wanted to. Bye bye. Farewell.